So I think we should just start with defining what inflation is and kind of what are the key metrics, statistics, and how it's calculated.
Yeah, there's lots of measures of inflation, Brent. Probably a lot more than people ever thought possible. And my job is to sort through that. The most popular measure is the Consumer Price Index. That's the one that gets quoted most in the media. It tracks a basket of goods and services. So it's not just things you buy, but it's also a service. And it tracks those on a weekly basis from family purchases across the country. It's probably the widest, broadest, and again, most widely cited measure of inflation. And it'll quote a monthly change and then a year over year change.
So, Anthony, I know we get asked a lot. Let's define for the listeners what cost push inflation is and demand pull inflation and kind of compare and contrast the two.
Sure. Those are two versions that we haven't heard in a while. Briefly, cost push inflation is where the costs of an input item, energy, rises, and you can't do anything about it. It gets pushed through and inflation rises. That was the case in the 1970s, big surge in energy prices, oil prices, and that was the primary driver of the 1970s inflation. Fast forward to today, and it's really the demand pull, meaning strong demand, not the goods themselves. So strong demand is creating higher prices. So it's two different factors that are driving it. The energy as a share of the economy, much lower today, about 40% of what it was in the 1970s. So really hard to have cost push inflation today. And this is very much a demand pull phenomenon.